Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
Alright, so hopefully everything's recording. I know the camera just fell over. But, this game is called Serena. And it's not a horror or anything. But it was free, so I was like, why not?
The photo is right there. Maybe I could have another look.
Alright, Chief.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
So it's about a guy who can't remember what his girlfriend looks like, and it's gonna be a sad game. Like, it's depressing. So just a heads up.
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love.
And then it just repeats. So, yeah, I guess I'm not quite sure the point of the game. All I know is it's a point-and-click kind of adventure, I guess.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. So many afternoons spent in this armchair. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
I don't feel like reading all that. Sorry, I'm lazy.
The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore.
So there's definitely a lot of confusion. I'm drooling. This is creepy. Oh, I pressed the button that makes it so I can see what I can click.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena. She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
I wonder.
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I was thinking it might have fixed her eyes or something since it said blue eyes. Let's go check over this way.
Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Sorry, I didn't know what I was getting you guys into.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. She is fairly religious, not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard, but I don't remember that ever being an issue between us.
It's always a good thing. Don't ever let religion come in between you and someone else, because that's just stupid.
She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable.
Really not. How do I go back?
She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here.
Skin class. Tell me about this, sir.
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
Boobtastic interview with. That's always a good thing.
That looks interesting. You can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing.
Yeah.
I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. And some way through the woods.
That's awesome.
Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months.
I get it.
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
Is that like a... No, maybe not.
The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
Blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere, nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
I agree. I'm not big one on taking pills and stuff. Try to avoid it unless I desperately need it.
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
I don't think I've ever seen a car that takes the skeleton key. Oh, what's this? Tell me about it. Waiting for asylum? He's not going to tell me anything about it. That's everything. Can I go outside?
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Good night, love.
She would always bring her reading material like I did. Why are these nightstands so empty? Dust everywhere. The amount of dust on it might make me hack up a lung. It's full of little scratches and gouges. Dust everywhere. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her, there are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now. I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose.
Sorry I'm not talking so much. I'm just trying to understand the story and get as much information as I can.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
This guy's a sex fiend.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin.
All right.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here, too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No. Of course not.
Right on.
I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate. Yet I don't feel hungry. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims. It belongs in a museum. An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn about the days when other beings ruled the earth. I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims.
All right. Can I... Oh, there.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Open it, then.
It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market, big enough for a lifetime of money. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me?
Are you back, are we? Alright, perfect. So let's try to figure out what happened to Serena and why he can't remember.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here, as long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered.
What's this?
Commune Evidence, Serena's favorite perfume.
Okay.
I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already. It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we thought about every little thing, even this. I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad. Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant, an aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens. They broke, don't fix it.
Just sit down? Yeah.
I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest,
Would you pass me the pepper? You know, you should use it too. It's good for the pressure.
I can't help these random associations. It's always been that way. I look at a pepper shaker and think of a Beatles song. It's just a pepper shaker, really. We got this set from that clearance sale, however long ago that was, yet we never needed to refill it.
That scared me. I didn't know if there's going to be something there or not. I pressed the up button. Apparently you can look around with the WASD keys. It scared me.
She always worried about my diet. I used to think she did it to annoy me, but now... Yep, guilty as charged. I love salt. It emphasizes the taste a lot, and those crispy snacks.
It really does. It's true.
It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt. I always planned to switch to mineral or sea salt, but then I always ended up buying the regular stuff. Doctors, they always overreact. I must be even more exhausted than I realize. Here I am, staring at a salt shaker. My thoughts a million miles away. It's not the healthier type.
Okay.
The dining table was well... I didn't notice this before. It reads, contents imported from Ceylon. How old is this stuff? It's just a pepper shaker, really. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, we have our face now, guys.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Wait. You're good. Okay.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen on the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you're feeling lost.
So now what? I'm definitely lost. Can I go?
Why? I might just as well stay here. I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway.
Maybe go to bed then?
As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love? Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. But I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages. I feel too restless to sleep right now. I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose.
So now what? Can I open this?
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid.
Do it. Actually scared the shit out of me.
What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow.
This is getting pretty deep.
We hated guns, so we found
okay,
this trunk
yeah.
at a flea market.
Shut up.
We
I'm
used to
leaving.
love
Can I leave?
rummaging around those. I prefer the darkness inside right now. There's nothing for me out there. This door has been creaking for years. One of the many things I promised I would fix.
You know what?
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. I miss her so much. That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
This guy just needs to beat off. That's all he needs to do.
A radiant cover image on this one. Hardly much consolation.
Lesbian goats? She's so unhappy. What the frick?
It's different. But that just... It can't be different. Am I going mad? Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe? Did I let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake, or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started a mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. Oh, those words. Those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I'll torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. This armchair, this is where we had that talk. Damn.
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Is this where she kept her secrets? I should take a look inside. Where to put it? I remember how happy these made her. She smiled, that wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Her wedding ring or mine. But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. Why torture myself trying to remember? A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon, because I've had enough.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Can I open this now? That's slightly terrifying. I'm just really freaking jumpy right now.
You realize how stupid this was? You've had a plan. A quick measure featuring nothing like it.
My God.
Don't move.
What is this?
Help you down, Jack.
It can't.
You can't
It isn't.
The bulldozers are coming any minute.
How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Those noises sound like more than one person. can it be? The police? Are they coming for me? I deserve it, but I want to see who it is first. There's something about those voices. I must know. The window.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. You spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene. Oh, shit. You forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please. No. Let me go. Please. Let me go.
I got fucking goosebumps. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was fucking... Is that me in the fucking closet? Whoa. So I was just sort of like in limbo there. Game is dedicated to our dear friends Serena and Allison, who graciously allowed us to use her name and likeness. Holy shit! Oh, it started off so happy, and then it got all depressing, and then angry, and then he fucking got killed, and he was like dead. I'm rattled to the bone. That was... I really enjoyed that. That is... This game is free on Steam. Just look up Serena and you'll find it. The story is just so deep and... That body in the closet, like... I froze. Holy poop. Well, I hope you enjoyed, guys.